I have officiated in major college football for 19 years, and the last 10 years, coming up on my 11th, I'll be in the National Football League.
Wow,
So,
wow, very good. Congratulations.
yeah.
That's very cool.
Much. Thank you.
Very cool, very exciting.
Yeah. And I want to tell you today, I want to talk about football and have some fun there. And people ask me, they say, Steve, you know, how did you get started officiating this football? Did you just wake up one day and want to get yelled at? Or how does that work? My goodness, this is like ridiculous. And, you know, it always reminds me of the story of the rich man that lived outside of Dallas, Texas. I mean, he had grown up on the wrong side of the tracks, but he had, through great effort and energy and everything that he had done, he had raised himself up to where he was wealthy, and he had a ranch that overlooked all of Texas. And one day he wanted to invite some young men up to his place there that were on, some real tough kids. And he wanted to enjoy everything he had on his ranch except for his swimming pool. And he filled that pool with the snakes and the alligators and the crocodiles. And he said, you can enjoy everything here on my ranch, but if any of you have the courage to jump into this pool and swim to the other end and fight these animals all the way, I'll promise you one of three things: my daughter's hand in marriage, $1 million in cash, or a deed to this ranch. So he turned around and he no more and took one step, and there's a splash. Kid jumped in the pool and he fought those animals for 25 minutes. All the way to the end, he got out, he's dripping wet, he's bloodied, his clothes are torn, he's got bruises, he's out of breath, and the rich man came over and he said, son, I did not think anyone had the courage to do what you just did, but to tell you I'm a man of my word, what'll it be? $1 million in cash, a deed to this ranch for my daughter's hand in marriage. He said, I just want to know who pushed me in that pool. In some ways, what this verse is saying is, be very careful how you're going about your life. See what's happening in your life. Are you looking at the things that God would have you look at? Or are you just trusting what other people think? Are you checking it out with what God's Word says? Are you being what they talk about in the book of Acts? Are you being a Berean? They talk about that in there. They say, hey, don't just trust me. Go home and check it by the Scriptures. But you see, the point is we need to expect great things from ourselves. And we do that by setting goals and setting some sights in our life, setting some reasons for us to exist. Some purpose in our life. If you don't have purpose, we have a large seniors ministry at our church, probably over 800 seniors, people that are retired. If there's no purpose in their life, you know what rules their life? Their medical appointments. You talk to someone that has no purpose. What are you doing this week? Well, I got a doctor's appointment at 2 o'clock on Tuesday, and then we're going to the chiropractor, and then she's got to go get a prescription filled. Oh, there's an exciting week. Man, can I get involved in that one? Come on. There's got to be more purpose than a doctor's appointment. There's got to be more to it. That's what we consistently preach to people, is that what's the purpose today? I'm out there doing what I can, the way God's gifted me, in a way that says, wow, he's expecting great things today. Why? Because he's excited. You know, the great players, Tom Brady's of the world, I can just name them off for you, all of them. Those guys did not get there by accident. They're preparing themselves. They're expecting great things from themselves. It can't happen by accident. It simply cannot. They're out there preparing. They're setting goals for themselves.